county governments have been challenged to enhance transparency and accountability of resources in the developed units in order to promote development from the grassroots levels. Director of Planning and the Treasury Monica Asuna says there is need to build trust and partnership to drive development.
Kenya is hosting a Pan-African Conference on Development, which is under a theme promotion of localization of development effectiveness through national leadership and building of trust. The conference is geared towards interrogating the process and the position taken by African government towards development. This is being held ahead of the Global Effective Development Cooperative Summit slated for 12th to 14th next month in Geneva, Switzerland. Director of Planning in the Ministry of Treasury, Monica Asuna, has challenged county governments to stick to the government's integrated plans for development in order to help alleviate poverty and promote dependency.
We want to see more of those resources on budget, more of those resources being accounted for, more of those resources transparent, because as government we are accountable to the citizens, and also the partners should be accountable also for the resources we get, they give us, not like one way. Accountability is two-way. They account for what they give, we account for the use.
County governments were allocated 407.0 billion shillings, which comprised of 370 billion shillings from the equitable share of revenue raised nationally and 5.6 billion shillings as additional conditional allocations from the national government share of revenue. The Pan-African Conference is set to culminate Friday after key discussions on the need for government and the private sector building trust for development effectiveness.
U.S. not consider, for instance, that they needed to support development plans with trillions and trillions, of dollars in Africa and in some Asian countries that are receiving aid today. So if they were really committed, if the developed world was really committed to providing aid and helping Africa to exit aid dependency, by now they should have committed substantial resources to address some of these problems. They are not doing that.
African nations have been challenged to step up their efforts of localizing development agenda if African continent is set to achieve dependency ahead of the high-level meeting that will be held next month in Geneva, Switzerland. Reporting for Prime Edition from Nairobi, my name is Frederick Mwoki.